The real reason your back pain is a warning sign is that sharp, pulling sensation in your lower back, the one you dismiss as sleeping wrong or lifting something too heavy. It is not a muscle. It is a tether. A spiritual cord that was tied to your soul before you were old enough to understand what a promise was. This is not a message for everyone. Many will scroll past, annoyed, confused. They are not meant to hear this. This is for you. The one who has felt a weight on their shoulders that is more than just stress. The one who feels like they are walking uphill even on a flat road. I am here to tell you the real reason for your pain. It is a warning sign, yes, but it is also a homing beacon. And something is coming home. Before the moon rises tonight in Darbhanga, Bihar, India, a chain of events will begin that will either free you or bind you forever. You have to understand, the ache you feel is the echo of a bargain made in shadows, a bargain that used your future as payment. You have been living a life at half volume, feeling a quiet drain on your energy, your finances, your joy, and you couldn't name the source. You blamed yourself. You thought you weren't trying hard enough, weren't smart enough, weren't lucky enough. That is a lie whispered to keep you from discovering the truth. The truth is, your strength has been siphoned away to fuel someone else's life. Someone close to you. Someone you would never suspect. That feeling you have, that you are the one who gives and never gets back, it's not a feeling. It is a fact. You are a wellspring of power, and someone has had a straw in your well for years. The pain in your back flares up when they draw too much, too quickly. Think about it. When does it hurt the most? Is it not right before a moment of breakthrough for you? Right before a job interview, or a chance at happiness? Is it not when you are on the verge of finally getting ahead? That is not a coincidence. It is a spiritual sabotage. It is the tether being yanked to pull you back down, to keep you from rising so high that you might see the strings attached to you. This message has reached you today for a reason. The divine window for cutting this cord is open, but it is a small one. It began closing the moment you started reading this. You are in a race against a clock you did not know was ticking. The people who see this message and do nothing, they will feel the tether tighten into a knot that can never be undone. But you are different. The fact that you are still here, that your heart is beating a little faster, that is the sign. That is your spirit recognizing the truth it has always known. The quiet moments you spend alone, when you stare at the ceiling and wonder why things are so hard for you, your spirit has been trying to show you this tether. It has been screaming for you to see. Today, your ears are finally open. What you must do is not complicated, but it requires courage. It requires you to believe in the unseen, to trust this voice that is speaking directly to the deepest part of you. The part that has felt this injustice every single day of your life. The person who did this to you smiles in your face. They offer you comfort. They might even be the one you turn to for advice. This is the cruelty of their deception. They have positioned themselves as your safe harbor while being the very storm that sinks your ships. They feast on your failures, which they themselves engineer. Their good fortune has risen in perfect step with your struggles. Look back. Think about their life. When did they get their big break? Was it not at the same time you suffered a major setback? A lost opportunity? A sudden, unexplained loss? The connection is there, hidden in plain sight. They believe their secret is safe. They believe you will always be their source of power. They are wrong. Today, the universe itself has decided to intervene. An angel has been assigned to your case, my child. The evidence of this intervention will not be a loud thunderclap, but a quiet sign. Before you go to sleep tonight, you will see a small, dark feather in a place it should not be. On your doorstep, on your car, on your kitchen floor. Do not be alarmed. It is a message. It is a piece of a fallen angel's wing, an angel that was sent to guard the person who bound you, but that guardian has now been defeated. It is a sign that your protection is now greater than their power. This is the beginning of the end for their reign over your life. You are the one in the family who carries the emotional burdens of everyone else. Who checks on them? Who makes sure they are okay? But who checks on you? I see you. I see the nights you've cried silently, so no one would hear. I see the strength you show to the world, and the exhaustion you feel when you are finally alone. That strength was not meant to be a burden. It was meant to be your crown. It is time to take it back. Do not speak of this to anyone. Not a soul. The person who bound you will feel the shift. They will feel their power source flickering, and they will become desperate. They will try to reconnect, to reinforce the tether. They might call you, text you, show up unexpectedly with a gift or a word of concern. Their kindness will be a mask for their panic. You must be a stone. A river. Unmoved. Your silence will be your sword. Your lack of reaction will be your shield. They will try to provoke a response from you, any emotional response, because your emotion is what feeds the connection. Do not give it to them. The injustice is deeper than just your stolen energy. They made a pact. They stood before a dark power and offered your future happiness in exchange for their own worldly success. They sold your birthright for a bowl of soup. Every time you have felt stuck, like you are walking through mud, it is the consequence of that pact. Every time an opportunity has slipped through your fingers at the last second, it was the pact being enforced. They did not just hold you back, they built their life on the foundation of your unfulfilled dreams. They are a spiritual parasite, and you have been the host. But the host is waking up. The host is realizing it has the power to evict the parasite. This is not about revenge. This is about restoration. It is about reclaiming the years the locusts have eaten. It is about you finally becoming the person you were always destined to be, before your destiny was stolen and sold. God is not a distant observer in this. He is an active participant in your liberation. The feather is his first move. The second move is up to you. You must make a conscious decision to cut the cord. It is a simple act of will, but it must be backed by absolute faith. This is the moment where the doubters fall away. They cannot grasp this. It sounds like madness to them. But to you, the chosen one, it feels like the first true thing you have heard in years. You have a memory, a specific memory of a door closing in your life. It could be a real door, to a house you had to leave. Or a metaphorical door, a job you didn't get, a relationship that ended. You still think about that door. That feeling of loss. God is about to open a gate for you. Not a door. A gate. So wide that your past sorrows will look like tiny specks in the distance. The pain in your back is the tension on the rope just before it snaps. It is the final pull before freedom. Do not be afraid of this pain. Welcome it. Because its final flare-up will be the signal that the cord is breaking. This will happen in the next few hours. Prepare yourself. Your entire reality is about to shift. The world will look different, brighter. The air will feel lighter. You will feel a sense of peace you haven't felt since you were a small child. This is your birthright, being returned to you. The one who did this will stumble. Their world, built on your energy, will begin to crumble. They will not understand why. But you will. And you will say nothing. You will simply watch as the scales of justice are balanced. Your time of weeping in the night is over. Your time of rising in the light is now. Wait. Pause this if you have to. What I was just about to say is incomplete. There is something else. A more urgent truth that is being shown to me right now, specifically for those of you who have made it to this exact second. This is not for the people who left. This is for you. Look at your right hand. Just look at it. The lines on your palm, the shape of your fingers. That hand has carried burdens. It has worked hard. It has wiped away tears. That hand was shaped to receive a blessing, a physical, tangible blessing that was diverted from you. You are about to command it back. The secret is this: the tether I spoke of, it has a physical anchor. It is not just a spiritual cord. The person who did this used a physical object of yours to create the link. It could be anything. A photograph from your childhood. A lock of your hair given innocently. A piece of clothing you loved and lost. They keep it hidden. They use it as a focus point to draw your energy. I spoke of their world crumbling, but I was wrong to say you should do nothing. You must perform an act. The pain in your back is not just a warning, it is a compass. The next time you feel that pain, I want you to stop everything. Close your eyes. Do not focus on the pain, focus on the direction it seems to be pulling from. For the first time, you will be able to sense the location of that hidden object. It will feel like a faint magnetic pull. The tether works both ways. They used it to drain you, but now you will use it to find their secret. They believe you are blind to this connection. They are about to learn that you can now see in the dark. This changes the timeline. Their desperation will now turn to sheer panic. They will feel you searching. They have until the day after tomorrow, before the banks open and the world starts its week, to secure their stolen power. But you have until tonight's last light to locate their anchor and spiritually neutralize it. You do not need to physically find it. You will stand, face the direction the pain pulls you, and you will say aloud, "What was taken is returned. What was bound is released. The anchor is dissolved. My power is my own." Say it 3 times. The connection will shatter. They will be left with nothing but their own hollow spirit. Type "The anchor is broken" right now in the comments to declare this to the heavens and seal their defeat. This is the secret key to your total freedom. Do not hesitate. The game has changed, and you are now on the offense. The signs will now be different. You are not looking for a feather anymore. You are looking for a key. In the next few hours, you will see a key where it doesn't belong. On the sidewalk, in a picture, on your screen. It is a sign that you have unlocked your own cage. The person who bound you will make a mistake. In their panic, they will expose themselves. They will mention something about your past, something they should not know, a detail related to the object they stole. They will be trying to test if you know, but they will only be confirming their own guilt. Listen carefully to every word they say to you in the next day. Their confession is hidden in their conversation. This is your moment. Your entire life has been leading to this point. The feeling of being an outsider, even in your own family, was your spirit telling you that you were different, that you were not part of their corrupt bargain. You were set apart for a reason. This reason: to be the one who breaks the generational curse. To be the one who reclaims what was stolen not just from you, but from your bloodline. Every doubt you have is their last attempt to keep you in chains. Every fear is a lie whispered from the shadows. You must stand on the truth you feel in your soul. The truth that this message is for you. The truth that your pain is not a weakness, but a weapon. A testimony is already being written for you. Just last month, a woman in Scottsdale, Arizona, felt a constant, draining ache in her neck for years. She heard these words. She felt the pull, towards her sister's house. She stood on her own porch, faced the direction, and spoke the words. The next morning, her sister called in a panic, claiming she'd been robbed, but nothing of value was taken. The only thing missing was an old music box that had belonged to their grandmother. The woman from Scottsdale had lost the key to that box as a child. Her neck has been pain-free since that day, and she just inherited an unexpected sum from a forgotten family trust. Do you see? It is your turn. Your story is next. Do not let this moment pass. Share this with one person you know who is fighting a battle no one sees. Do not explain it. Just send it. The message knows who it is for. Now, go back to the beginning. Listen to this again. The words will sound different now that you know the secret of the anchor. A phrase you missed will leap out at you. It will be your final confirmation. This is your time. Reclaim your life. Type Amen if you are no longer a victim, but a victor.